1961. The Film Institute of India was set up at Pune by the Ministry of Information and Broadcasting on the recommendations of the Film Inquiry Committee. After passing an All India written test, a candidate is called for a friendly but searching interview by the principal and eminent film personalities. The committee looks for candidates possessing certain definite qualities. The Institute conducts 2-year and 3-year diploma courses in most branches of filmmaking and provides systematic training in theory and practice. Training begins with orientation in different branches of filmmaking, leading gradually to specialization in the student's chosen field. Students of motion picture photography are initiated in the complexities of indoor shooting. In the motion picture laboratory, they learn to achieve a high-quality print through instruments like the sensitometer and densitometer. You must have seen many moving car sequences like this. The students are taught the front projection technique by which it is done. They also learn special effects, such as this Superman. Often they go outdoors to gain experience in location shooting, perhaps to famous places like Ajanta. Now back to the classroom for a sound practical.
Adjust your group of musicians. Sound go. Running. Sound practical, take 1. 1, 2, 3, 4.
A music class.
In relation to film music, the melody and counter melody are very important. As I have told you that melody and counter melody. Now you will listen in the orchestra. 1, 2.
An editing class.
इतनी बारिश में तुम कहाँ जा रहे हो?
सभी लोग बात निकलो।
इतनी बारिश में तुम कहाँ जा रहे हो?
Well, this is how Clouseau ends his film. This reel is a brilliant construction in terms of cutting, in terms of use of music and sound.
Film appreciation is taught through famous works like The Wages of Fear.
You see, the whole suspense has been built up.
Foreign lecturers include Mr. Jerzy Teplitz, rector of the Polish Film Institute.
Mentioned that it is rather difficult thing to divide documentary films in different categories. It's much better and much more useful to speak about the different trends and conceptions in documentary filmmaking. I mentioned that the first such conscious conception of filmmaking was the conception of Robert Flaherty, which we can call today the conception of participating camera.
Professor Ilya Weisfeld of the Film Institute of Moscow.
Lines of aspiration creates the unity of form and content which is typical of a real artwork. The thought that evoked many arguments and doubts, primitive sensual thinking as something invariable and static.
Mr. Gajanan Jagirdar, famous film actor, conducts an acting class.
You see it? Yes, all of you seen today. Yes. Now the camera, the lens is 32, and the distance is about 30 feet from here. Now the exercise is that you've got to act in a sort of long shot, you see? So let's begin with the long shot, then we'll have it again with the close-up. Yes. Please.
आप कहाँ थे?
Wait. You're not understanding me. When the camera field is big and wide, you've got to give more movements to register your feeling. When the camera comes to close to you, then you've got to give more expression to your face. The distance of the camera and the character must be something that you should be conscious of.
Correct diction is most important.
खान खाना
खाम खा रहीम खान खाना
Dancing teaches an actor grace and rhythm. The art of makeup must be fully mastered. Our students' training includes the practice of yoga, which teaches them body control and poise, and most important of all, relaxation. Practical training alternates with theoretical instruction.
Last class we were studying something about the use of ordinary photographic emulsions. Now we shall take up the study of other types of films used in motion picture work. The first one we shall study is the high-speed emulsion.
To conclude our discussion on the essentials of a screenplay, we might as well say that most of our feature scripts are multi-scene drama.
An ideal amplifier is one that gives an output which exactly duplicates the input signal.
So how is this exact duplication achieved?
A good question indeed. But I think I have partly touched upon it when we were discussing about the birth of an emotion.
This is the room where the sequence number 1 and 2 will take place. Now, according to this model, the actual construction of the set will take place in studio number 1.
From planning and shooting their own short films, the students gain rich experience.
और आपको खबर आती है कि आपके पति की भी मौत हो गई।
ठीक है मेरे लिए।
और
मालूम?
आपको विश्वास
कैमरा यहाँ लाओ जरा।
आप कहते हैं
ये दोनों।
Sound of the card. Running.
आवाज 40/4. Action.
नहीं, ऐसा नहीं हो सकता। ये नहीं हो सकता।
कैमरा कट, अभी कैमरा, हो गया, अभी साउंड।
The Institute possesses a well-stocked and ever-growing library where the students can go for study and research and for keeping themselves abreast of the latest developments in this great worldwide industry. For their diploma, students write, plan and direct their own short films. Actors, cameramen, sound recordists, editors, all are students. We invite you to judge excerpts from some of these team productions.
Did you forget our promise to live together and die together?
क्षमा प्रार्थनी उपेक्षु, धरती की ये कठोर शैया इस कोमल गाथ की उपयुक्त नहीं। वासव दत्ता अपने भवन में तुम्हारा सादर आमंत्रण करती है पात्र।
आभारी हूं देवी, किंतु अभी नहीं, समय आने पर अवश्य हूं।
I am glad to hear that there has been considerable progress in the quality of the students' exercise films. I am sure that this improvement will continue. Technique is important as a foundation for all your work, but what is really wanted is the ability to think for yourself, to create and to produce new and original films. Your work must flow from your own convictions and instincts, not from the desire to please, nor from the desire to shock. A worthwhile experiment would be for some of you to band together into units. This might give you greater freedom to experiment and to give free rein to your imagination and talent, and perhaps we would soon see the emergence of many more geniuses.